in the referendum campaign, that UKIP Breaking Point poster, we saw those kinds of images and messages being used in the run-up to Brexit. So I think in a way the van paved the way for that kind of public messaging and sort of made it publicly acceptable for those kinds of anti-migrant sentiments to be communicated in that way.
We found that several people who weren't previously aware of the Go Home van thought that maybe it was the work of extremists. Someone compared it to the EDL. We found examples of young British Asians who were feeling like they might be asked to leave their home, even though they were born here and British citizens. They were seeking legal advice to find out whether they would be asked to leave the country. We found that there was a much higher level of public debate and public outrage about the Go Home van itself, which was a very public stunt and very spectacular, whereas other measures, for example, signs in the NHS telling people that migrants aren't able to access the NHS and everyday immigration raids, drew a lot less hostility from the general public. I think it's just creating a climate of fear around how people feel like whether or not they belong, and there's so much anxiety around immigration and status and belonging, and it's getting mixed up with issues of race and racism too.
The move to deprive people of citizenship that we've seen really highlighted around the Shamima Begum case, although it's been happening long before that, has really cast a shadow, I think, over whole swathes of the British community.
Immigration Otherwise was a collaboration with the organisation Act Real, which uses theatre and performance to communicate research in creative ways. In 2018, Act Real took our findings into 2 schools in Oxford and Coventry. Working from a draft script, the young people brought their own creativity and experiences to the research, workshopping the materials over 10 weeks into 2 different performances.
Are you in the UK illegally?